Yo, what's up, everybody? Coming at you today with a lot less energy. Your boy is tired. But we can see Split Worlds is a project that I have just found. Shout outs to Crypto Heaps for showing me this project. He actually made a video on it. It looks fantastic. But the thing that I've been doing more recently is I've been buying projects where I believe that people will stick around the most. So what I mean by that is projects like Future Fest, for example, was a project that I just bought some. And it was because I always see Cardano Poppy in a bunch of Twitter spaces. Shout outs to Taco Tuesdays. And, he's doing some really cool things for the community in general. So I just feel like he's going to be around for a while, and he has plenty of time to develop this project and turn it into something great. I know for a fact it's not a rug pull. So in this type of investment strategy, it's just me buying into something that I believe will be here for a while. So I kind of get the same vibes from this project in Split Worlds. You can see that Crypto Heaps is the community manager, but he also has his own YouTube channel, and he is the founder of Ada Army. So he has a lot to lose here, and I don't think he would just throw his face on somewhere just to pump it. So I don't think that this is just a standard pump. But you can go and you can look at these sneak peeks, and the art is just super freaking detailed. There was one of them that he was showing right here. You can see the hand. Like, maybe I can zoom in a little bit more, and you can see the hand reflecting off of the bot. And I just think it looks fantastic. So that's the main reason why I like this project. You can also see all of the people inside of it. They call these people the allies. I don't know how exactly they're tied in, but Nighthawk is an up-and-coming project advisor, it looks like. And I've seen her name everywhere, so shout-outs to her. Cardano Thor, Cash from Benjamin's group. I don't know Clark Kent or these people. Diego, I've seen Diego. I think they were part of... Soho, 4-5 Jeff, Jack from DGen, like, you get it, like, the list goes on. So this project is looking like just really fantastic, and I'm excited for it. They said that they're going to announce when it's going to launch pretty soon, but it should be towards the end of this month. Alright, something minting today is Retro Heads. They mint in about an hour from now, not from when the video comes out, but they also have the public sale in about 3 hours. So we're going to have to see how this does. There was some FUD that came up. Some people were originally saying at the very beginning, like, oh, you don't have a website and you guys are going to be an analytics company. Like, what are you talking about? And that was a valid concern. And then people were saying, oh, you're not verified on JPEG. So, like, why not? And I mean, that's a valid concern. I believe they are verified on JPEG now, but I don't know. Maybe they did wait till the last minute. I'm not sure what all the FUD is going on in this chat, but there is a decent bit of it. There's 13,000 members, and it's only a 58 mint price, but there is 10,000 NFTs. So I do think that this is probably going to go below mint just because of how heavy the supply is. I don't think that, the supply to demand ratio is like fair, but it's not fantastic. I'm leaning towards these probably going to like 40 after mint, but I don't think it's a bad project necessarily. We'll just have to see. As long as they stick around and they do develop the analytics tool, I think for 40 ADA, if you can get one off the floor maybe a bit later, tomorrow or the day later, I think that's going to be a pretty good play. All right, we have another project coming up called Cardano Villa. They are minting tomorrow. There's going to be 3,333, price of 60 ADA, which I do think is fair. However, we do need to keep in mind that ADA is actually at 90 cents today, which is pretty cool, up 5.25% on the day. We have definitely been waiting to see an uptrend in Cardano and all assets, basically, but we're not out of the woods yet. 90 is nice to see, though. So they're not saying that there's a specific answer to how many total NFTs there's going to be because they are constantly creating new assets. So as you can see, like up here is kind of like a garage type house looking thing, but they could also create like a burger joint or a hotel. So what they're saying is at any given time, they could decide to create new assets like this and sell them. The other cool drop going on today is Outer Space Society. They have their space cards launching today. There's going to be 3,000 of them, 45 ADA a piece for the whitelist. The public sale will be tomorrow. If this is something you're interested in, you have 2 hours to mint starting at 6 p.m. UTC today for the whitelist. And then tomorrow, I would imagine until they're sold out. Alright, so another really cool thing that just happened is Claymates just announced that every single Clay Nation trait has successfully been recreated and redefined in 3D. This month, Clay Nation holders will be able to access their models for free using their custom web application. So that's going to be pretty cool. I can't wait to get in there and check out what my 3D Clay looks like. All right, so looking at some volume, we can see that 2 days ago, it did recover very strong. Yesterday, it dipped down very hard again, probably with people anticipating that this was going to fall. They tried to sell. And today, though, seeing Cardano back up to 90 cents, I do expect for today's volume to be at another recovering kind of uptrend. So that's what I am expecting for today. Maybe it continues for the weekend. We'll have to see how well cryptos do. But the first one I was looking at, the first project, is Secret Bull Society. They did launch yesterday. But today, yeah, it's kind of pointless to look at the 7-day chart. So today, we can see that they were at 44, and they've recovered to 49 now. And if we go over to JPEG Store, they're sitting at about 44. It's odd to me that not so many are selling, though, so maybe it's just taking a while for some people to get their bulls, but there's almost none listed. It also says there's only 314 items, so I don't know much about this project. Maybe that is the total amount that was supposed to be distributed. I'm not really sure, but I do know that some weird things have been happening ever since their JPEG's database migration yesterday, which is why JPEG was down for 2 to 3 hours if you didn't know. All right, but the most important, most hyped thing that's happened today at least is Spacebud's floor going to 7,200 ADA. Apparently people from Bored Ape Yacht Club have been buying up the floors of Spacebud's and accumulating at a pretty strong rate. There's been about 28 bought and or sold, however, depending on how you're looking at it. And yeah, it shot up the floor all the way to 7,200. So my initial thought was, okay, this means that the volume for today is going to be much, much higher than it normally is. Second off, what is Clay Nation doing? So I look down here and I see Clay Nation, and they're at the 15 spot. They're not that high up. So let's go over to the 24-hour volume, and you can see only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 have been bought in comparison to the Spacebud's at 28, which is a very large number, especially considering that their floor was 6,000 something when they started buying. So I view this as like Spacebud's being Apple and Clay Nation being Samsung / like Android, that kind of model. So I expected Clay Nation to actually pump a bit more. So your boy may or may not have bought this clay right here. I don't know. Only the 3 Patreon members know, so shoutouts to you guys. So the last thing I want to note is Benjamin's group eggs are all the way down to 145, and it's not even really the eggs, it's more so the little cartoons. So the eggs floor is 168, but the cartoon fun plastics are all the way down to 145. And I do think that this is because people are taking this a bit too seriously, which is how I think people take their life entirely, which is fine. I mean, you're putting money here, right? You want it to be serious. Some things you really do, but at the end of the day, we're investing in pictures on the internet with people behind them that we don't even know that well, and we're just expecting them to give us stuff that we value. And the utility doesn't change for these things at all, from their egg form to their fun plastic. So the only thing that changes is the visual appearance. And now that people see them, they're willing to sell them for way more than half price off at this point from their highs. And it really makes me scratch my head and think that like people's mentalities are, I don't understand them. I just don't. But Zagor's Benjamin's group eggs are now at 145. If you want one, an extremely fair price. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I do think that people take their life a bit too seriously, and you definitely shouldn't take me seriously. The last video is definitely a demonstration of that. I know a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people called it cringy. A lot of people unsubscribed. That's completely fine. I'm not going to do that style all the time. I was honestly having a really rough day, and for whatever reason, my brain just did that to cope with whatever kind of day I was having. I don't really want to talk about it, but I don't know. People really surprised me. I wasn't expecting to get that much negativity from that video. I understand it's a bit cringy. I understand it was a bit over the top, but it was pretty short. I was just trying to have fun. Don't worry, I'm not going to do it again. But remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends. Remember, we're here to make more money so we can spend more time with them. Until next time, guys, peace.
I get it like a G, but it never came easy. You got me coughing up a lung, I wish I rap like Wheezy. I keep my pace, so I'm sorry that I'm breezy. Keep my sneaks laced, cause I can't afford Yeezys. I don't want the gold, give me BTC. Y'all be acting crazy.